For the first 3 years of my life was idyllic. My fondest memory was of listening to my father play the piano and pulling myself out of the bassinet to watch my beautiful mother dancing. My family weren't religious, they weren't Christians of any sort, but I demanded to go to church. There was only one church in Halcombe, and my mother had forbade me to go to that church. But us kids found an old church that was boarded up, and we decided to break into it. And we had our own little Sunday school there. I wanted a Bible. I'd been to the big church in Fielding, well, it was big to a 4-year-old, and I'd seen the minister there with this great big Bible book, and I wanted a big Bible book. My father came home with 2 big black books called The Desire of Ages, and I really enjoyed the delightful little stories that were in it. When my mother lost her second child, she changed, her whole personality changed, and she became a bully. Her younger sister and 2 of her brothers also bullied me. It was so painful being hit and other things. I just wanted to die. I know God was with me, and He wanted me for a reason. He wanted me to go on, and I clung to that. I left home at 16 and got married. Unfortunately, my husband burnt my Bible, would not allow me near a church, and he was a real bully too. And after 11 years, he started punching my son, who was then 9, and I decided I had to take a step in faith and leave my marriage and bring up my children on my own. Well, God was really with me. I woke up the next morning and there was a great big box of vegetables, and from then on there was food left at my doorstep. A couple of years later I met another man, and I thought he was just wonderful. After 3 years we decided to get married. We had our own little ceremony, and he didn't believe in churches either. But he didn't stop me reading the Bible that I had. I had a daughter to him, and when I had her, the doctor tells me I just held her up and says, "Look, God has given me my own special little angel." Well, sadly that didn't last either, that marriage. He became more of a bully too. And I stayed on my own for the next few years, bringing up my children. I went to different churches, but mainly Anglican, but nothing really made me feel good. And I started watching the Hope Channel and First Light, and I waited for about 2 years before I asked a friend if I could come and have a look at her church. Well, I got such a great welcome at the Seventh-day Adventist. The people were so kind and caring. I joined a home group. I am learning so much more. It's giving me a whole new perspective. Although my belief was strong and was always there, it's just so much more, and it's making so much more sense to me now. Not only that, I found my health returning. I decided to cut out caffeine and other things because I learnt at the church to take care of my body, and my body is the temple of God. My health is so much improved because of this, and gets better every day. I think I will live longer. I am far more relaxed and less concerned, anxious. All the things that I was brought up with have just melted away. I love volunteering. I believe God sends me where He wants me to be. As an adult, I'm still facing opposition because my family don't believe in God, my brothers and sisters, and neither do any of my children, and they don't want anything to do with me because of my faith. But God tells me that it is okay to keep going, to keep praying for them. Prayer is the main thing. Well, thank you, God, for leading me the way, for always being with me even when I wasn't with you, when there wasn't enough money for food. There were times I did not know where my next meal was coming from, and somebody would turn up at the door or the phone would ring and I'd be invited out. And thank you for the lovely Christian people that I've met in the Seventh-day Adventist. Thank you for the return of my health, and thank you for showing me the way, leading me on. My name is Regan, and I want to give my life to Jesus.